Nyeri County with ventilators, with training for health workers to better able to manage the coronavirus pandemic. I think Nyeri's done an excellent job of doing so, you can definitely thank your leadership for that. This is one of those counties where our ventilators are being put to good use. We've had some issues in other counties, and so we appreciate the leadership of the governor and his team to make sure that the support we provided has really brought benefit to the people of Nyeri. Let me also say that this event, as the county secretary has said, is a message to the global community. And it is that USAID and our U.S. Embassy and our government really applaud Kenya for coming up with a new constitution and establishing 47 counties and trying to find a way to get on this journey of devolved government and bring government and services closer to the people. We started doing this 245 years ago, and what I can tell you is that it is a journey, and we still do not have it right. And so, it's a space of pulling and tugging, as the governor says, and that will never end. But we do think that the progress that counties have made in the last 10 years has been nothing short of extraordinary. We've supported counties to set up their public financial management systems. We've supported counties to help do their county integrated development plans, implementation development plans, and we've also been working with them to do a whole slew of programs to bring better services to their people. This agreement, this memorandum of understanding, is really to signal to the nation that USAID is committed to building the capacity of the Nyeri government to manage our resources directly. And we're moving in that direction. That's a process, and we've agreed to work on that process. We're setting up the structures and the formalities through this MoU to begin that process in a structured way. And we will do it through a process that we call co-creation, co-implementation, co-management, co-monitoring. It's no longer going to be a relationship between donor and recipient. It's going to be a relationship between partners who each bring very important things to the table. The county government invests quite a bit of its own resources in the same things we do. So we're going to complement ourselves better to bring better services to the people. Now, from our point of view, one of the other important things that county governments do and why we are so well aligned to work with them is that we as a development agency are willing to provide subsidies that achieve something very, very important. 4 things, actually. One is to promote diversity, to make sure that all groups, women, youth, different ethnic groups come together and all can benefit from the resources and the processes of development to better their own lives. We also subsidize efforts to generate inclusion of those groups in policy making, in implementation, so that the benefits of programs and the services are available to all. And we also look at things from the point of view of equity, in the sense that we want things that happen in Nyeri to also be happening in other counties, and that it's fair for everyone moving forward. And so that sense of fairness, I know, is something very dear to Kenyans. And so we are very committed to that as well. And lastly, we're very concerned about issues of access to finance, access to services, access to buildings, so for the disabled. There's a whole series of things around access that we're willing to subsidize because we think that's important to lay the foundation for us to no longer, for the country to no longer require funding from us. So that's our goal in this relationship. to work ourselves out of a job and to help the county government have those systems in place so that it's not only USAID providing them direct funding, it's the European Union, it's the other members of the development community, that the private sector feels confidence to come and work in the county either through public-private partnerships or foreign direct investment. But we know that counties need external resources, external partnerships, and the 21st century really is all about connectivity and partnerships and networks. And so helping Nyeri County build out its networks with private sector entities from around the world, that's what we're hoping to bring to our work on the economic sector as we move forward. We'll definitely continue to work on the health sector, but let me also recognize the United States Centers for Disease Control. They also provide a tremendous amount of support in the HIV space with and other health issues to Nyeri County, and they're an important player within our sister agencies of the U.S. government. So Governor, I can't tell you how pleased I am. I've always admired you as a leader. I've admired you as a person. You've always had a warm heart with me, and I'm very grateful for that. And I'm so pleased that we were able to come here today and sign this agreement and mark a new stage in our relationship and send that signal to the nation and the world. So thank you all very much.
A clap for the director. Thank you very much. And at this point, I'd like to invite the county secretary so that he can bring to us the governor of Nyeri also to address this. Karibu sana. Yes.
Thank you very much, MC, Your Excellency, Honorable Governor Edward Mutahiga, our esteemed guests from USAID and other county leaders. Good morning. I am humbled to have this privilege to invite His Excellency, our great governor of Nyeri, great county, to come and address his visitors. Karibu, Your Excellency. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Director, USAID Director, Mishak, a good friend of ours, and we are really proud of you. Many times Nyeri suffers in the eyes of donors because everybody thinks about coffee and tea and believes there are no poor people in Nyeri. That's a fallacy. 52% of Nyeri County is arid and semi-arid area. And there are times we are even forced to give famine relief. And so when we get a friend who really sees us as who we are, we really appreciate that. Your county, your team, and also my county team, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to note that it is the devolved system of government gives power of self-governance to the people, and therefore we as a county, we have the requisite legal mandate to manage our own affairs and to further our development goals. Our CIDP, which is now almost in the 5th year of implementation, that is the 2018-2022, we based it on the following broad strategic objectives. One of them was to improve productivity in agriculture and overall food and nutrition security. We also wanted to promote shared economic growth and job creation for our people. We wanted to also enhance good governance and active citizenry, enhance basic infrastructure for effective service delivery, which we have really done. We also set out to promote sustainable use of natural resources. We are trying, we are not yet there. We also set out to improve financial sustainability and resilience. This is a matter that is dear to our hearts, and we are really pushing on the same. We also set out to provide accessible and quality healthcare services. And that is why, as we stand today, 3.2 billion is of our 8.4 budget is going to health. We also felt that we needed to scale up institutional development, transformation, and innovation. On all those key areas, we have made progress. We are not yet there, but we trust that going ahead, we'll be able to really achieve that. Now, for us to achieve the development objectives, as we really mentioned in our CIDP, we must have reliable sources of resources to enable us deliver services effectively. This calls for entering into mutually agreed partnerships with like-minded organizations so as to achieve sustainable and inclusive development. A successful sustainable development agenda requires inclusive partnerships between governments, the private sector, and the civil society, build upon a shared vision and shared goals that place people and the environment at the center. The major development challenges facing this county include inadequate health services due to limited resources. Despite us spending almost 37% of our budget on health, we still feel that the burden of non-communicable diseases is still a major challenge in this county. We had won the battle against HIV, but unfortunately, we seem to be losing it now because the figures and the data are showing that HIV is on the rise, especially with the young people in this county. And we want to throw a challenge and tell them, I think it's time to be careful. Let's not throw caution to the wind. Now, food and nutrition insecurity, mainly due to issues of climate change, like I've said, 52% of our county, the Kiani area, parts of Madeira, and the lower parts of Mukroine usually have that challenge because of climate change and also very unreliable rain patterns. Now, we have a youthful population with limited employment opportunities. This is a problem that is cutting across the nation. And even Nyeri being an agricultural based economy, we are still grappling with age-old traditions where women are meant to be seen, never to be heard. Where agriculture is concerned, coffee belongs to the wazes, and the youth are not interested in coffee and tea because they take too long to bring the money. Now, we have rapid urbanization posing challenges in service delivery. 25% of the population in this county lives in the urban areas. Yes, that is a challenge we have. Nyeri County is one of them, and we want to thank the World Bank that we are now able to open up the town using the KISS program. Now, our county has a population of 759,164, according to the 2019 census, and 30% of these are the youth who are ambitious, well-educated, force, and eager to contribute to the county's development agenda. Further, it is important to note that the economy of this county depends on agriculture, where 85% of the population is engaged. Unfortunately, the average age, like I had said, of the county farmer is 60 years, and concerted efforts are required to make agribusiness attractive to the youth. One of the steps is, where is James? We have appointed a youth. That is the first step towards getting agribusiness. You know, Meshach, unless we get this kind of young man to deal with it, they will never appreciate agriculture because for long it is seen as a game for the old. Thank you, James. Now, we do recognize that USAID provides development assistance with overall goal of creating a competitive private sector, resilient communities and civil society organizations, and citizen responsive public sector with better collaboration to drive inclusive growth leading to self-reliance. In the past, USAID has been supporting this county through other partners to develop capacity to plan, budget, finance, and implement solutions to local development challenges. Through the Department of Health, USAID has been supporting the county on HIV/AIDS programs, mainly through the implementing partners, AFIA plus Kamili ETC, The support including training, support supervision, laboratory support, and human resource for health, among others. Other support extended to the Department of Health is on the capacity building on program-based budgeting through an implementing partner, namely Health Policy Plus. In 2015, and just like Mishek said, we really appreciate your stepping in during the height of COVID-19. You were able to provide us with about 11 ventilators, which have really gone a long way in saving lives in this county. We are glad we are putting them to maximum use, and we will continue to ensure that everything that comes to us is well taken care of and put to maximum use. Now in 2015, world leaders laid out the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, the SDGs. The agenda included 17 ambitious goals such as ending poverty, tackling climate change, and getting rid of inequalities. The UN SDGs are a call to action to ensure a better world for everyone. Social Development Goal number 17 calls for a global partnership for sustainable development. The goal highlights the importance of the need to mobilize financial resources for developing countries from international sources, as well as through strengthened domestic capacities for revenue collection. It, however, recognizes the fact that for everyone to benefit, everyone needs to contribute, and we are ready to do that. A partnership is a collaborative relationship between willing entities formed to address shared objectives. Effective partnerships leverage the strength of each partner and apply it strategically to the challenges at hand. It might take more work, it might take longer, but strong partnerships build the relationships, shared understanding, and collective focus to make lasting progress on issues related to community and economic development. Now, the signing of this MoU is clear indication that the county and USAID are desirous of establishing a mutually supportive, collaborative relationship that seeks to harmonize our respective development activities to enhance and visit outcomes leading to sustainable development. The MoU will strengthen our capacity in coordination and collaboration of all matters of development that is responsive to the county's development goals. As the Governor of Nyeri, I commit myself to fully get involved in ensuring the partnership we are entering today will be for the benefit of the people of Nyeri. With a shared vision, the partnership will increase our knowledge, expertise, and resources available to make better the livelihoods of the people of Nyeri. With all the issues agreed upon in the MoU put together along with 360-degree feedback, the shared vision of sustainable development will be achieved. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Karibu.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Let's put a good hand clap for His Excellency, Tunashukuru sana. Now we're coming to the final stage of this, and I want to invite the county attorney to lead us in this signing ceremony. Karibu. Okay.
Your Excellency Governor, the Mission Director, USAID, our dear friends from USAID, colleagues, and the public present today. We're now getting to the moment to put pen to paper. And in a short while, I'll be requesting Your Excellency Governor and Mark from USAID to kindly just come up front so that we can sign. Donald also, please join us just to witness. Thank you so much. So we can have the MoU documents. So we'll have one copy each. This is the last day of January, January the 31st. Feels like January the 60th. And we signed